You're a blueberry pie. Did I ever tell you that? Followers? No. Friends? Yes. It's all about the network effect. We always talk about friends in crypto. That is the fundamental driver of everything that we do. It's different. It's different to stonks. In stonks, network effect, only Amazon and Apple, it matters for them. It doesn't matter for most companies in the stonk market. They go off cash flow, the balance sheet. There's no balance sheet in cryptocurrency land. Crypto is pseudo commodity, pseudo stock. Half commodity, half stock. It's its own thing. Actually quite amazing, right? So think about gold, friends. Does gold produce any cash flow? No. Is gold worth zero? Absolutely not. What about a piece of land, a piece of grass, a patch of grass? That produces no cash flow, but you measure it based off what it could do. But if we're in the realm of what we could do, you can speculate on anything. You see? So there's just different investor classes, different asset classes. Treat people how you want to be treated. Highest value content in crypto. Don't stop believing. Remember, it all comes down to the network effect. How did people in Bitcoin make it? They all believed. Early Bitcoin. How did people in early Ethereum make it? Okay, they believed. Early Doge, they believed. Even when the founder, Billy Marcus, sold his Doge in 2015, Doge did a 4,000x after that point in 2015. People had to sit there and believe. It helps as well, friends, if you played games once upon a time. Everyone who was around for this has good crypto wits. You know, this, friends, is the map DE Aztec, right? I used to have this mouse. I used to play on this mouse from time to time as well. So Counter-Strike back in the day, it's no coincidence that a lot of gamers resonate with crypto. A lot of gamers, though, get into the trading part because it's like active and like, you know, Twitch stuff, and not Twitch the streaming as in like, you know, Twitch action things out here. That's not exactly the best temperament you need for markets and making it, though. Vibra Finance, Wolfenstein, or Duke Nukem. I played both, so I loved all of them. It was so limited back then. It was such a different time. Now we just have abundance of everything. Here we have Giga. Everybody runs faster with a knife. Man, good times. Back then, friends, you got to remember as well, this was OG stuff. Like, man, this was before pay-to-play things. You know, with all the gaming, friends, even the gaming industry has changed so much. Everything's pretty much unfinished. Everything's unfinished. Everything is pay-to-play. Everything's subscription. Our world is going to be full subscription, you know. AI is probably going to make stuff where they just monetize everything, where you never really buy an item. They just get you to, you know, pay for it. I've even seen some countries, some cities, they're trialing basically you will do like an Uber subscription style for handymen. Like everybody pays for a handyman, and then you can get, you know, you call them to get fixing and stuff. So I'm not sure exactly how the models might going to work. I'm sure that people are trying it out. Entrepreneurs are trying to make it big, but maybe we're a bit too early for things like that. But it seems to be the way of the future. Why? It's because when you do subscriptions, you don't feel all the payment up front, so it bleeds into you forever. Like, for example, in recessions, we don't think that the people are going to unsubscribe from Netflix because you're like, what's $20 a month? You know what I mean? Right? But if you had to do Netflix like at the beginning of the year, $250, you're like, you know what? I can't afford it now. So it's very interesting. We're all ultimately waiting for the Pulse Chain continuation. So magic carpet ride out here. These are the freaks of nature. Why I like this video, friends, is see these extremely high risk takers. You're seeing this dude out here cranking it. We got to crank it for him as well. So, you ever watch these people? When I see them, I think, oh my gosh, dude, there's a lot of other things you can do if you want to waste time. You know what I mean? If you're bored and stuff out here. But out there in Normie land, that's what they see when they look into us. Because they're holding stocks. Like, if stocks go down 15%, man, they've lost their mind. And we're like, dude, we go 15% down on a Tuesday, and then a Wednesday, and then a Thursday, and then a Friday each day. Fascinating to me. I give away the formula and homework to buy low and retire in crypto. Yet some people still become victims of paid groups. Blowing $5,000 on a MasterMind group and other circle jerks. You are enriching the group leader, not yourself. Friends, I get it, okay? There are probably cool masterminds out there. There are. But your chance of finding one, low, okay? And then think about how much money you have to spend to find one, and how you're going to know that one's cool, and how much money you have to blow, and all the time you have to blow. Your head shouldn't be there, man. Your head should be focusing on the game. The cryptocurrency game. Can you work a second job? Can you put in extra hours? Do you have savings? Can you sell your extra car? Yeah, we're all hustling and grinding. Yeah, we are climbing the wall of worry. We still believe in crypto. Even though, yeah, it's been like such a long time. That business freaking PMI cycle goes down forever. What can we do? You know, it's raining for a long time. When there's no more room in Normie hell, the friend will walk the earth. Dawn of the friend. Love this picture out here. It really is Normie hell when you think about it, friends. Thank you to my friend, Mr. Kobayashi. Somebody have to do it, my friend. So, you got to remember, man, Normie life sucks. Blue pill life, stocks. Man, you're just keeping up with the money printer, bro. Like, oh, man, just the blue pill life, dude. So here's the thing. Once you learn, I've told you, they debase currency at 8%. I've shown you it. They literally debase at 8% per year. But the KIPI, the consumer poop index, is only 3%. So they're literally lying to you. And every year that compounds. Every year they've been lying to you by 5%. What do you think happens over 10 years? They slowly pay off the debt using your purchasing power. How can you go back to Normie life after that? It's like mathematically, that's why Bitcoin and crypto is beautiful, because mathematically, if you can't undo that knowledge, you know? You can't go, oh, I'm going back to Normie life. You can't, dude. You're literally losing to inflation. Now that you've been awakened, the real awakening, you look around, you're like, oh my gosh, the prices of everything's going up and the wages don't catch up. That's why I really do believe the crypto city is ours for the taking. Nobody can stop us now, diamond butts. So, I think most stock market people, they will see the light in crypto. Not all of their personalities are suited for cryptocurrency land, but that's why StableCoin SuperCycle, friends. I mean, it's the one thing they understand, the US dollar. They understand yield in a savings account. Low risk, they understand that. Parking cash for yield, that's what they get, man. That's why if we can get stable coins and the stablecoin mindset and people into crypto from stock market boomer land, it's going to be cracker. Because they understand it. They understand it. And then eventually we can make products and services that kind of like, you know, maybe help them participate in things. Like, because you know what you can do? You can give people a no-loss investment with stablecoin yield. Do you know that? So what you can do is take a stable coin. Let's say it pays 4%. Yeah, what they can do is they can guarantee you that you never lose your money, and then they can take your 4% yield and then they can do something with it. Yeah. Now, they did this in the late 90s. They were making like leverage products. So if you heard of Pendle, friends, we have one in Ethereum City. I think they deployed on Arbitrum Pendle. They were one of the successful ones. So you stake your Ethereum and they give you 2 tokens. They give you the principal and they give you the yield, a yield token. And the yield token, you can basically play around with it. So just to give you an example of what you can do, you could like buy a fund where it's a no-loss fund. You can't lose money in it. But what they do is they stake your money and then they use the yield to say buy a leverage call option, for example. So like let's say someone puts $100,000 and let's say it's earning based off the yield. Let's do quick maths on that. So 4% would be around like $350 per month, right? $330. Yeah, they could literally they take that yield. You just leave the 100,000 in there, and then they can do something with that $300. Like, you know, they can go they go DCA punt a token for you, or they can just go put it on a leverage product. You buy a leverage call option on something, or a leverage put option. Okay, obviously, like the world's your oyster when it comes to this. So you can play around with strategies. So all you can ever lose is that yield, mate. You're basically punting with the inflation part, right? But it's no loss. You get back your money, but the inflation though, you know what I mean? Like you're losing the inflation every year. But I'm just giving you, that's an idea that like people would feel comfortable with that. Because like, oh, give me 10 grand. Yeah, 10 grand. Yeah, and like, hey, I'll give you no loss. You get back your money, but we'll try punt with you something, right? So it's interesting. Ultimately, though, it all comes down to this, okay? So you've decided to be cozy. Buy low, sell high, friends. Don't forget that's the name of the game. We've been doing that, though. That's the cozy life. Doesn't feel cozy. The dopamine levels get exhausted because you're like, oh man, like up and down, up and down, up and down. I know. I don't feel good about it. You never feel good. That's why, man, every good thing in this life requires delaying gratification. The big one's coming. I dare to dream. Press like and subscribe, belly button and all. Tell mum and dad you love them. Catch you soon.